I find this to be a fun and comical exploration, and I don't see that it's any different from any other problem in the way that the human being is convinced that their disturbance is caused by the outside. And so when I ask somebody, why should we change this or change that, it's often because they want to heal some sort of disturbance that they experience. Essentially saying that I don't want to feel like things are going wrong. I don't want to see other people have experiences that I'm uncomfortable with. Essentially, I'm trying to change my inside by changing the outside. The more that we recognize that all of our disturbances aren't caused by anything that's going on in the world, but rather a response to how we see ourselves, then we let go of the world and we look inward to the real issue. And as one recognizes the liberation within themselves, where there is no more fear of the outside, there's no more resistance to the outside, there's no more tension towards the outside, then the outside transforms dramatically and you see something else entirely different. And what I mean by this is you could go for a walk through the forest and think, man, somebody should come and clean this up. There's dead trees falling over. This place is a mess. It's chaotic. Something's wrong with it. But yet, when you're not disturbed internally, you have the capacity to truly see what's happening. You see the whole thing. And in seeing the whole thing, you see its divinity. You see its perfection. You see how everything is actually doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing in order for the forest to be the forest. And it's not my place to manage it. If anything, it's my opportunity to enjoy it and serve, to nurture, not change, not fix, but to nurture so that life can do what life needs to do. And I find that this is the same with the world as I see it. I can see it from a place of fear that sees it as in my way and is the cause of my disturbance. Or I can look at it from a place of liberation and say, thank you. And naturally, this also comes back to what do you think the point of life is? If you think the point of life is to get to some photoshopped image of the future where everyone holds hands and sings Kumbaya, then yeah, everything's going bad. But if you see that the point of life is for the truth of life to be seen, for illusions to be destroyed, then things are going quite well. Just like looking at my own personal example, life has destroyed my illusions by not giving me what I want, by making me face things that I'm afraid of, by turning my life upside down to expose what I'm actually looking for. And naturally, I could give details and we could all agree that no human being should ever go through these things. But yet it's these very things that allow me to see a depth of love and compassion that I see today. And so to say nobody should go through it is like saying nobody should discover a new depth of love, a new depth of what's true. So in that, the perceived chaos of this journey, the darkness traveled, was right on time. And I wouldn't change any of it. And so in that, I'm forever convinced that the world I see is only a reflection of the self that I see. If I see a self that is whole and complete, not missing anything at all, and tremendously grateful for all that I have experienced, then I see a life that reflects that. I see a world that reflects that.